What is up, YouTube world? I'm Ashley D. Before I get started, please go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Also, feel free to share this brief video as well. Everything I state is allegedly not a guaranteed fact, my own personal opinion, as well as my observation. So, I apologize for the wind. Sometimes I like to sit outside to do my videos, but I want to give a special shout out to my mother, Sheila D, for sharing her story for the first time, and I appreciate all of you for being a part of that. And Mom, you are so dope. You are so awesome. She worked a double, and then the day before that, she worked a double and she went to a party, so it's like she was gone all day. But you know, sometimes people worked a lot, so it keeps them busy, and I'm one of those people, so I understand. So she seemed as though she was tired, and I heard it in her voice, but she still managed to do it because she keeps her word, and she wanted to help spread awareness and help somebody. If one person could listen to that story and it resonates with them and they know that they have a way out, and she feels like she's done her job. And I hope to see her back soon. Now, I'd like to say thanks to everybody who was in the chat, all the subscribers, as well as the content creators. Y'all dope. You know who you are. I genuinely appreciate you all. And I'm just going to be speaking on briefly the men in the industry that has mother issues. And there's so many of them, from Kurt to little Scrappy. Thanks to Miranda. She shared a story with me about little Scrappy. I knew somewhat of his background. His mom always stated she was a pimp, and the issues that they had with one another. She acted as though several times that she was this man's woman, as well as Blueface mom. It's like a jealousy complex they have. Kurt as well lost his mom early, so he didn't get a chance to develop fully with the mother figure in his life. So sometimes when a mother passes early on at such a young age, impressionable age, when they need their mother, they need that nurturing, they need that loving and affection, men grow up with mother issues, and they tend to look for that in each and every woman. And it confuses them. Sometimes they feel like their woman should be like their mom. Now, as far as Scrappy as well as Blueface, they grew up with their mothers not nurturing them. And then when they become adults, they want to become a part of every little thing in their life. They want to control the woman they date. They want to control where they live. They want to control when the kids come visit. They want to control the son being in every aspect and everything he does. And that creates tension between the spouse as well as the son, because in the son's mind, he's finally receiving that love and attention from his mom. And one thing I will say about Blueface, I do not like the dysfunction of him and his mother's relationship. I think is way past therapy as far as being able to be helped. We see how foolish his mom is on the camera, things she says, how she talks about her daughter. She called her daughter a B the other day from walking off from brunch. She just never has no chill mode or no filter. Everything is centered on her show, what makes her money, and about her. And if her kid's not going with her program, then she's so quick to exit them out. And that right there is not a real mom, because you're going to have good days and bad days with your kids. You're not going to always agree with them. But at the end of the day, they're still your kids. Now, Scrappy, on the other hand, he grew up with his mom being a pimp and being raised around prostitutes, and those were the people who he was around. So I can see him growing up with woman issues as well, as far as his spouse being confused with her being the mother, because that's the issue that him and Erica had. He wanted her to mother him because he never fully got that attention or that mother figure in his life. He was passed around. So when you have men like this that haven't fully grown up, it's like whatever age you was traumatized at, that's the age where that mind mentally stops, unless you seek therapy. And that's why I speak on that so much, because in our community, Whatever happens stays in the house. We don't supposed to speak on it. We don't go to therapy. Well, we should go to therapy. Other races go to therapy and it works out just fine for them. Sometimes it's best to just talk to someone who does not know you so you can get it out and they can give you advice and they're not being biased. Scrappy has been through so much in his life when it comes to his mom, and she's lucky that he did not cut her off. And the sad part is he's trying to figure out who he is as a grown man because of that one piece was missing. And the good thing about him was that he had his dad that prayed all the time, he said. He was the father figure that showed him who God was. So when he grew up, he idolized and he kept that. What his dad taught him, he brought that into his adult years. And that goes to show us, we think our kids are not paying attention. But what we put out is exactly what we'll get back in when they become older, young adults or grown-ups. Now, Mendici as well. Mendici spoke on how his mom used to leave him in the house for days, him and his brother, no food. What type of lifestyle did she not think he was going to have and develop when he became a young man and his mom is not providing for him? He's going to steal. He's possibly going to rob. He's possibly going to be out here doing illegal activities to make sure he has what he needs because his mother was gone for days. And then when he tried to finally confront her about it, she denied it. She told him he was a lie. And then now that he's a grown man and he's famous somewhat and he's on TV, now all of a sudden she wants a piece of the pie. These mothers have issues. And I wish that everyone could go to therapy with them and they could see their wrongdoing. Even at this age that their sons are now, you are still messing them up. You're messing up their relationships with their wives, their future wives, or their girlfriends. Because you're being over the top. Because you know when you should have been there, you wasn't. So now you're mothering too much. People need to know when to let go. Love your kids enough to guide them, teach them, protect them, show them the way. And even if you can't go back, because no one is perfect, there's always tomorrow. You pick up the pieces, you apologize to your child, you take your child to counseling so they can understand the mindset you had, so you can explain that to them. Or a mediator, someone. Any real mom that truly loves their kids, they will not allow their child to grow up with these issues and expect them just to deal with it. So now you're passing along generational curses. And what if these men was not smart enough to decipher between what's right and wrong, reality and fiction? What if they became the man that you raised them to be? A lacking father, absent, gone, not there, half parenting. They were smart enough to right your wrongs and turn them into rights. And you should be grateful for that, all of you. These women need to be held accountable. They do not need a platform. They are embarrassing. And they should be ashamed of themselves. And they call themselves mothers. I call them bottom feeders. Please leave your opinion down below what you think. I'll be speaking with each and every one of you soon. Take care.